What is going every we back at it again with some more Beyond Dragon Ball Super. You feel me? Last episode, the YN twins, the Ultra YN twins, you know what I'm saying, got an upgrade. An upgrade. They got gangs, their hair grew out and all this other shit, bro. They built different, bro. They looking ignorant. My Bay-Team. Don't die, y'all. Don't die. And I'm telling you, and if they fuse this time, like they did last time, that fusion will be a little bit more potent, or maybe a lot more. Who knows? But we'll see. What else happened? What happened? What happened? Oh yeah. Oh my God, they pulled up on Beerus' planet. My baby girl Gira pulled up on whatchamacallit, two of the Dark Masters, man. They pulled up. Good luck. And that, you know, whole ass nigga got Haas whole ass nigga. He finally got eyes, but he still can't see. Crazy work. But yeah, it's gonna be very, very interesting. But anyway, hit the video up with a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Roll to 3K again. You're not subscribed, subscribe. Fight on Patreon, Twitch, and the game channel link description down below. Subscribe to our boy Alex getting the 2 milli. Without further ado, let's dive on in.
As our story now continues, following the initial battle on Earth featuring the newly activated Ultra Android 17,
you can scroll down. Still can't scroll down.
To go face to face head on against two of the Demon Realm's elite hunter warriors known as Kyrax and Kaima, to which it was only based upon with both 18 and 17 being shown having to make their way outside before having to confront these demons was when Ultra Android 18 then went on to respond. You feel that too, don't you, 17? That rising wave of power signatures all around us, where it only now seems as though they are
Boy, imagine you woke up one morning and we seen that shit. Crazy.
So it's best for us to go and keep guard here over Capsule Corp, since our greatest and last line of defense comes down onto the shoulders of both Bulma and Dr. Hedo, with Ultra Android 17 responding, I do, but you've got to go and stay sharp at all times, since it looks like we are all the Capsule Corp has at the moment, 18.
Yeah.
It only now looks as though our newly upgraded enhancements are now starting to
now upgrade Gamma 1.
more attention towards us as well, but what do you think, 17?
Oh yeah, and they got Cell. I forgot the Cell shit. Oh my God.
Something over there or what? With 18 responding, oh, without a doubt.
Nigga, we're gonna have Cell as an ally.
But even though I want for us to slowly go and inflict as much pain onto these monsters and getting them back for doing what they had went and done onto others, for it would be wise for us to go and get as much fun out of them as we possibly can early on, 18 continues, before they go and manage to go and turn the tables against us, with 17 responding, well, if that's the case, then just try to go and keep a close eye on that lady demon over there, because while running a quick scan, I was able to go and detect acidic blood, which likely means that you might want to go and try to avoid cutting her down, but at the same time, you might want to go and take a quick look
a
up
bloodbender,
if you aren't
perhaps.
able to see it.
Perhaps.
Ultra Android 18 responding, and I do in fact, and from the looks of it, they seem to be astral projections that mirror the other 11 existing universes as well, 18 continues, which would also go as far as to explain on why everything feels so dark and heavy within the past several hours, and so I can only go on to wonder on what this could mean, with Ultra Android 17 responding, well, whatever this may be, we'll have to go and trust that Goku and the
You probably feel disrespected. Them niggas ignoring us.
may be happening out there that is currently outside of our control, and so in the meantime, while we are here, the Earth needs our backing, and that is exactly what we are going to go and do, as our main focus should be to fend off whatever comes our way here, while we go and trust that Goku
air
and
that
the
bitch out,
others
bro.
will go and take
They
care of the
yapping,
rest out there.
ignoring y'all presence and shit. I feel disrespected too.
Oh, the hell with waiting. On my mark, Kyrax, hold nothing back, and let's go and reduce these walking piles of trash cans down to scraps. And so now, Kyrax, fire and blast those rotten machines, and make sure to use as much sudden force as you can possibly go and muster, and fire upon them both right now. Yes, a direct hit, Madam Kaima, Kyrax responds, and with both of them not having to expect our attacks to occur so suddenly, that
cause they're not worried about y'all, bro.
Then with Kaima responding, yes, well, good riddance if it did, because I was starting to go and get very annoyed at the fact that, wait, no. Surely they couldn't have possibly been able to find a way to reverse our attacks this quickly, since they weren't shown having to move now, did they?
barrier.
Unless, you know, prior to our upgrades,
We don't have to. We don't have to move, fam.
torn right through us, given the gravity of how dense those attacks.
It was worse. It was worse. They absorbed that shit. Oh my god, it was worse. Oh, y'all cooked.
Just now 18 went on to
y'all cooked.
as it would have likely been enough to easily go as far as to overwhelm our defenses, but now, well, thanks to our recent enhancements, both 17 and I can do something that we couldn't go as far as to go and do before, and that is solely due to our newly generated upgrades. We can now siphon off and absorb energy attacks.
You already have infinite stamina too on top of that. Oh hell. Y'all cooked.
Responding. That's right, and with that said, we want to know on how exactly do you plan on beating us if every one of your energy attacks that the two of you send our way will only go as far as to continue to make us grow stronger each time you attempt to go and fire them directly towards us. 17 questions. Because if you honestly thought that you were just going to be dealing with your average androids, then the two of you are in for a very rude awakening. And so now, let me go and help you both
super androids
down a little better so that way you may understand. For you see, unless the two of you are capable in creating an energy output that is at least triple the absorption threshold that is built within our systems, then your attacks are as meaningless as they could come, 17 says. And so while we can either go and choose to continue to grow stronger by using your energy as a power supply, or simply fire it back and redirect your blast back at you, unless you are both able to go and overpower the absorption protocol that is installed within us, then all you'll be doing is continuing to fuel us, with 18 responding. And so we hope that you are finally starting to understand, because with your greatest asset and that having to be your energy now being used to our very advantage and having to turn it against you, and it'll only be a matter of time before we go and break you both down piece by piece until there is nothing that remains once this is all
basically they said, put them hands up, bro.
To respond, you've got to be kidding me. And so they can passively absorb our attacks and redirect them back at us if they choose to not go and siphon it off and get stronger during battle. Well,
put them hands up, man. Just beat their ass.
Manipulate our own power and using it against us will do you any good, because it won't. As demonic energy such as the one that stems from the demon realm isn't as easily usable as one might believe for it to go and be Android, as Android 17 then went on to chime in. So is that the plan that you want to try and run while we go and do this, 18? Because while I share the same principle in wanting to slowly grind them into the ground, shall we go and take this time to go and try to get as much out of them both before having to send them out into the afterlife, or should we just simply go and cut right down to the chase and finish
they're so nonchalant about the shit.
With 18 responding, well, since their kind had went and started all of this, it's only fitting for us to go and put an end to it as ruthlessly as they first did when they started coming here, 17. And so, it is like I said, you may go and take the bigger one of the two while I go and handle my business with her in the meantime, 18 continues. So just try not to go and lose your head out there in the meantime now, will you?
Light work.
It was only just upon with Kyrax being shown having to slam his way into Android 17 was when 17 then went on to quickly respond.
See, got them hands up.
There he goes, I guess. I'll suit yourself then, 18, but just know that we don't want to go and waste too much of our time here against them either. And for obvious reasons too, with all things considered, and so just try and stay sharp out there, because you'll never know on what these things will go and try to do. And so now as for you, 17 went on to then redirect his focus. What do you say you and I try to go blow for blow so that we can go ahead and find out and seeing which one of us hits the hardest then, shall we? Well, worry not then, you delusional machine, because I'll go and make sure to personally go and educate you and showing you on exactly how strong I can truly be once I am able to go and grind you into a million mechanical pieces.
Show me something.
18 went on to then address Kaimo and then responding, well then I guess that just leaves me and you then, doesn't it? Well, go on then. Come and show me on how scary you so-called hunters really are, because you don't scare me, not by a long shot.
Cheerio, hey, big girl. I ain't Reaper Soul Stealer.
Then with an angry Kaimo responding, oh, you want me to come and bring it now, do you, Android? Well,
I even in Reaper. You stop.
Because I am going to
she is a demon.
Exactly what you've been aching for once I go and tear you in half for ever daring to go and stand in the way of Lord Raigen's command. And so as a result, such artificial...
Oh my god, not the... Girl, stop. Oh, damn. If a nigga blocking your shit like it ain't shit, go home. Pack it up. Shake that nigga. Shake that person's hand. Hey. Good shit. I'm out. GG. I'm out, man. You got it.
Intelligence could never go and hope to hold a candle in comparing themselves to our kind, because sooner or later, whether it's done swiftly or suddenly, you will come to ultimately realize that no matter how advanced your programming here on this backwater planet may be, it will never grow to become powerful.
Baby girl, what's on your feet?
Difference maker in putting down our forces from the demon realm.
You got bananas as feet.
You to go and assume that we here from the 7th aren't capable in dealing with our fair share of issues, because guess what?
Sternum check.
Questions for you and your kind.
That's my Bay team right there, cut.
First to go and try it, as you won't go and be the last to go and try it against us here either. 18 continues. But for every battle that we have fought and waged, and through every new enemy that we had went to
right in the
face
face.
throughout the decades, if there is one thing that I do know will stand the test of time, and it is that we will stand to go and rise against any new challenge that threatens our very own way of life here. And no matter how big or how small that challenge may be, we will always go and find a way to overcome it, no matter how long it will go and take for us to go and do it. But then it was only just upon with Kaima's body being shown having to be smashed through several buildings, as Kaima went on to then power up.
Oh, she crashing out. Yeah.
Several energy blasts directly towards 18 was when Kaima then went on to quickly shout, "That's enough out of you, for
she crashing.
I refuse to go and allow for myself to be bested by a worthless and inferior machine such as you, and simply having you go and attempt to talk down to me the way that you are." And
baby, your feet though, baby.
There is no way that I will go and stand to believe your lies, given your inferior nature to my own. With Ultra Android 18 being shown responding, maybe you didn't go and hear us when we tried to tell you that this simply won't work out here against us, demon, as all you'd be doing here is simply helping me grow stronger and having to go and use this against you at some point. But if you don't want to go ahead and take it and continues, then why don't you go and have a little bit of a closer look at asking your friend
that nigga got his ass beat, bro. Hey,
to be lying, to which as
it coming.
She was only within that very moment narrowly shown having to lean on back and having Kyrax's body fly right through, as Kaima went on to then quickly respond.
Nani?
What the hell? But why is this all starting to happen to us now all of a sudden? Oh, curse these wretched machines and their pathetic mortal creators who forged them. For we are starting to go and lose ground fast. As
y'all cook, bro.
To then teleport behind Kaima by then responding. Maybe now you can start to slowly open your eyes and realize that
then this shit infinite, bro. They could just keep going forever.
And attempt to go and try to throw our
y'all are
way,
cooked, bro.
Simply isn't going to work, and deep down, you know that what I am telling you is the truth. 18 continues, and so you might as well just go and accept it, because this isn't going to go and end well for the two of you, and you know it. And so the longer you try to go and continue to drag this battle out here against
she
us,
got behind her. Oh my god.
Shoulder in by then responding, the deeper the pain will end up feeling. And so we'll go and call it even, and having this be an eye for an eye, and having us give you creatures a little taste of your own medicine. Kaima was having none of it, because even despite with Kaima being shown attempting to attack 18, was when 18 went on to then stop her attacks as Kaima responded.
Girl, stop! You're embarrassing yourself.
That you androids hold any sort of dominion over our kind, and assuming that you have already won when our battle here has only just begun. For how could you go and be so sure of your ability to even go and stop us when you are both in fact far beyond the point of ever having to be claiming to be in control here, android?
Cause she nonchalant about the shit, bro. She not stressing, girl.
And it doesn't matter in the long run, because if the Dark Masters don't already reach you in time,
okay, yeah. Dark Masters, oh, yeah.
There is no doubt
they different.
Lord Raijin will, which that is going to be one battle that I can guarantee none of you will be able to win alone. As
I have to agree on that one.
Respond, well then I guess we'll just have to go and cross that bridge when we get there then, now won't we? And since I assume that this Raijin you speak of is more than likely the ringleader and the one who is mainly responsible for this entire mess, you really ought to go and think twice before having to go and second guess our ability in overcoming the most difficult odds that are stacked against our favor, demon. For you and your kind will be lucky enough to last any longer out here against us the way you are. 18 continues, and that is simply because once
18 used Thunder Shock?
and really really start to turn things up against you monsters
Huh?
will only be the very moment where you will all come to realize that coming onto this world and attempting to
18,
wipe out all
use
of the light
Thunder
that
Shock.
stands in the way of your plans for absolute
Hold on.
domination over the multiverse was a mistake. And it'll be one mistake that I will promise
That's
will
new.
cost you all dearly by the end of all of this. But then, it was only within that very moment, seconds after 18 was shown having to completely electrocute Kaima, with Kaima then being shown having to laugh, was when 18 then went on to question, wait a second, are you laughing? And just what exactly is it
that is a devious fucking Nope. Nope.
we're able to go and find that's so funny about any of this 18 questions, since I'm now more than curious to know myself on what could possibly be so funny right now, Demon, with Kaima responding, while I find your puny little mortal upgrades and enhancements to be quite the impressive one when having to consider on how this was certainly not something that Kyrax and I had expected to go and run into whilst purging this planet of its mightiest fighters, but I just want you to understand that if both you along with your android counterpart over there think that you have figured us all out and assuming that we are done for, then you should really stop and ask yourself on how sure you truly are about that, Kaima says. Because not only did we demons come fully prepared and having to go and use any possible measure that was made available to us in order to secure a victory over you annoying mortals, but
Double trump
I
card.
also happen to harbor a very unique little ability that I surely know will be what goes and gets your circuits jumping, android. And so now stay right where you are and watch this, as I want for you to go and feel every bit of pain that I can possibly go and dish out and having you
Kaima, use roar.
White shout, android. But of course, frequency distortion. For now we know on what needs to be done, Kyrax says.
Oh
With
shit.
Kaima being shown having to then attack Android 18 by responding. Well, would you
right
go
in the
and
knee.
take a
Damn.
look at that? For it seems as though like you
On the
androids
chin.
here aren't as invincible as you originally assumed that you would go and be, and rightfully so. As I already knew
Girl, stop. You just unlocked us for like a couple of seconds, girl. Girl, stop.
that this would go and be what would go and give us the edge here over the two of you, and it looks as though I was right to assume that it would, Kaima says. And since I can now see on exactly where your vulnerabilities lie, and having my technique be what disorients your programming,
Ooh,
let
2v1.
this now serve as being payback for ever daring to go and run your mouth off here against me, with Ultra Android 17 having to then shout,
Sis!
"Oh, hurry and stand back up and continue to fight, 18! And as you shouldn't go and allow for that demon's temporary vice shout to be used as a distortion method in throwing you off your game, 18.
Get
Especially
up.
know that you can go and power through it, for you are stronger than she is, and so now hurry and stand back up and go and give it right back to her. As the elite demon Kaima went on to then chime in, "No, how pitifully sweet you are to go and reassure your allies' position when you are going to be no different in suffering the exact same fate as she just did and falling victim to my vice shout as well, android." To which, of course, seconds later, within that very moment, that was exactly what Kaima ended up doing, because with Kaima then being shown having to once again use her vice shout was when the elite demon Kyrax then went on to chime in, "Yes, that's right, for you pesky little androids weren't expecting for Kaima to go and rattle your programming in cyber.
Man, that's not even that effective. Don't worry about that shit.
And so now therefore I have this one within my clutches, and since I have him right where you want for him to be, Kyrax continues, he's all yours. And so now hurry and come and turn his lights off permanently while his guard is now down, Kaima, with Kaima responding, with pleasure, my dear old friend. And now that you wretched machines are
this tag team match turns to a handicap match.
And collect yourselves after using my vice shout to momentarily disorient you both when you least had expected for me to go and do. And I think it's time that we go and find out on what your insides look like, because I can't help but
Piccolo?
wonder now on if you're simply made up of computer parts or if you're simply made of flesh and bone. But then it was only
Piccolo
just
came in the cut? Hold on, Piccolo. Hold
to
on.
make his presence known, and further having to be shown directly attacking the elite demon Kyrax was when Orange.
Oh yeah. He not on Bricks. Oh no, Bricks Planet. Broly, Gohan, Vegeta, Goku, Beerus. Oh yeah. He wasn't there. Yeah. He was not there. Okay. Cool.
Piccolo then went on to quickly shout, no, you demons don't. Not on my watch, you won't. And since the two of you think that by running the numbers advantage over
Ooh, by her throat? Okay, Piccolo. Damn, equality.
No one think again. As a shocked Android 17 went on to respond, hey, what in the world? Piccolo? But where in the world did you just come from? With Orange Piccolo then shown having to grab onto Kaima's neck by responding, well, never mind the introduction for now, and so hurry and make your move on.
Grab that hoe by her throat.
To grab a hold of verse 17, and so do it. With Kaima responding, what is this? A Namekian here on Earth and leading a helping hand to an android? Why, you disgraceful excuse for a life form. Just you wait until I go and get my hands on you for daring to come in the way of our. But then it was only
we ain't trying to hear none of that shit.
With Ultra Android 17 then being shown having to double axe handle Kaima right back down onto the ground was when 17 went on to then quickly chime in. You should be more concerned with having to go and deal with myself in 18 before you go off and having to turn your attention towards Piccolo, demon. And so now thanks for the save there, Piccolo 17 continues. Even though both myself and 18 had everything under control against those two, but tell me something, are you sensing what I'm sensing take place around the planet here too? 17 questions?
Yeah.
It's hard to go and get a good read on what exactly is taking place, since it already looks like more and more of these things are starting to converge all around our area.
It's the merger
as well, with Orange Piccolo responding,
of the realms.
For what it's worth, things had only continued
Lusa will be proud.
Worse, especially with this sudden darkness that went and appeared from out of nowhere in the sky. And so now, while I'm not quite sure on how Goku and the others are faring up within the moment, Piccolo continues, and I'm afraid it's going to be up to us to go and ensure this planet's safety along with everyone on it, Piccolo says. And so from here on, I'll be joining you both to oversee and strengthen your stranglehold while we still hold the advantage over them, Piccolo continues. But I'm going to need you to go and brace yourself for anything at any given moment, for I have a very bad feeling about what it is that is yet to come here, 17, as it was only right then and there now during that moment where the Beyond Dragon
Now this tag team match turned to a handicap match, and then turned to another type of handicap match. Crazy work.
Super Story of the Dark Masters, the official Merno sequel, manga chapter number 34 special, then comes to a close.
Well, actually, I'll go ahead and take it from here as I do.
Hey, shit. Gira. Get the fuck off my screen, Goku. I want to see Gira. I want to see my baby girl right quick, man. I want to see baby girl. Gira. There go my goat. Alright. Ooh. Yeah, y'all are cooked, bro. Like about a vice shout. I'm not worried about that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a little stun lock for a couple of seconds. And we ain't rolling about that shit. And in the long run, that's not gonna help you, big bro. Sorry to tell you that, baby girl. My Bay team coming back and she getting it back in blood. You got aura? Come on. Damn. My Bay team. So proud. Right in the face. Power right in the kisser, bro. See, she'll put them hands up. You ain't put them hands up. Them hands know where to be up, bro. Oh my god. Ooh, man, Piccolo came in the cut. Mink, you love to see it, bro. You love to see it. Oof. I think they got this. I'm just worried if a Dark Master pulls up on their ass. Just one. I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. You feel me? Cause they ignorant. I feel like the elites, they got the elites down pat. If they somehow lose or what the fuck, it can be because of some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like this vice shout. You know what I'm saying? Some type of little bullshit ability or some shit. You feel me? But elites, I feel like the entire squad got that shit on lock. It's just the Dark Masters and Raijin. We got to worry about, bro. Cause yeah, they ignorant. They are ignorant. I don't like. I know like in Gira and what's that nigga name that put up with baby girl on versus Planet. Like they different. I mean they hold the fuck out of Goku, but can they do that to all 5 of them niggas? Like we have the 4 of the strongest Saiyans in one location in the God Destruction Fierce. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, come on now. Two of them niggas got Ultra Instinct. You know what I'm saying? And one niggas, you know what I'm saying, got some techniques. He learned from that book and whatnot, you know. I guess we're gonna see. I guess we are going to see. You know. That's crazy that Vegeta does not have, you know what I'm saying, ego in this, because it came out before. The whole story came out before ego was even a thing, which is crazy. So now we got like Blue Evolve, you know. I ain't gonna lie, Ego Vegeta will probably come in clutch. You know what I'm saying? Start her kind, niggas. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. You guys enjoyed your reaction, man. Hit the video up with a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Again, about to 3K. Subscribe. Playboy, Patreon, Twitch, and the game channel link in the description down below. Subscribe to our boy Alex, man. Give him to 2 million. I know y'all say he animating the Merno stuff. I don't think the internet is ready for that, bro. The internet is not ready for that, bro. Because I mean, it's been dry as hell for Dragon Ball, man. Official Dragon Ball content. Oh my god, bro. These people are these motherfuckers, these niggas in Japan. Oh my god, Toei. Oh my gosh. Anyway, not even gonna go there. Love y'all, and I'll see y'all the next one. Peace.